There is rain in the area, but we've been given the go-ahead to get this one started. Tonight, an exciting interleague matchup of first-place clubs between the Chicago White Sox and the Washington Nationals. Going to be an interesting contrast in styles in this one as one of baseball's hardest throwers goes head-to-head with a top finesse arm. Next. Number 37 is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Nationals. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy's what every manager loves, right? He eats up innings. Over 200 innings on the season already. And we don't see very many guys getting 200 innings in this day and age of the game of baseball. He's reliable, he's dependable, and more importantly, he eats up a lot of innings.
Stepping in, Murray Garcia. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. In there for strike one, 0-1. So, guys, these Nationals, as they enter play here tonight, they come off another loss last time out, and in fact, they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, Matty, this team finds itself with a huge lead, double digits right now, and climbing, playing really good baseball. Some people will say, oh, you don't want to have that big a lead, you start resting on your laurels. I look at it the other way, man. You've earned the right to kind of get some guys off their feet if the manager wants to. There's a lot of different ways you can go about it. This team's focused and playing really good baseball. I would not worry about it. Keep pushing the throttle.
And now a slider is swung on and missed, and the leadoff man is set down to open up the ball game. Now a moment here to check out the White Sox starting lineup. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Yeah, Matty, this lineup has just gone cold. It happens from time to time, but somebody's going to have to create a spark. Hopefully it's with the first 2 guys in the batting order.
Up next for Chicago, Richard Plummer, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Richard Plummer.
First pitch of the at-bat. Strike taken as that one catches the outer part of the plate. Plummer, a 6'1" right-handed swinger and thrower. He was selected in the 3rd round back in the 2021 MLB draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Now at the plate, Billy Newhouser. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Billy Newhouser.
First pitch on its way. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
Now this pitcher's feeling the flow right now. 2 outs in the 1st inning. He's got really nice mechanics working right now. Blew that fastball right by him.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. And set up working the plate is Larry Bullard, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Hey, D-Row, Larry Bullard, he's pretty much right down the middle. You see very few managers and players getting into very many confrontations with Larry.
Yeah, Larry lays.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Down in order go the White Sox, and now the Nationals get their first opportunity. No score. Stepping up to the plate, Stephen Melton, as you get a look at his current righty-lefty splits entering play in this one.
Melton.
First offering on its way. Fastball on the first pitch, and it's taken for strike 1. Well, fans of the art of pitching are in for a treat. One of the game's big-time flamethrowers faces a top craftsman here today.
And you're going to see 2 different mindsets from both offenses, Dan. Facing the power guy, he's going to come at you. He's going to pitch to his strengths and not your weakness. And on the flip side, the finesse guy is going to try and keep everyone off balance. And I want to see what off-speed pitch he has working.
You know, D-Row, that's one of the beautiful things about the game of baseball. Good pitchers come in all different shapes and sizes, and they come with all different type of weapons. We're going to see one flamethrower and one guy that throws below the speed limit.
Time for a look at the curly W on D. And guys, this starting pitcher right here is in the top 5 in the league in strikeouts. And what does that tell me? That tells me that his defense cannot fall asleep in this one. They better go through their pre-pitch routine. They better stay on their toes and stay engaged in this one in case something finds a barrel.
Bartolo
Ready now, Bartolo Valdez. And you see what he's done in recent action. Obviously seeing the ball well right now. Here's the first pitch to him. Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game.
Nope.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Here it comes on 1-1. Snatched out of midair at first base for out number 2. Now batting, Woody McClelland, as we run you the numbers to see the splits between July and August.
McClelland.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone. One and one the count now. Hit back up the middle. Kingery's there. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So they breeze through this half of the inning. On now to the bottom of the second, and we are tied 0-0. Standing in, number 37. Twos all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. Here's the first pitch to him. Bounce to the left side. He's got it. Throw on to first is going to get him, and the Nationals blow an opportunity here, and that ends the inning. Nats leave a pair. We'll move to the third with no score. At the plate, Michael Rosario. 7-8-9, bottom of the order, set to go here in the third.
Rosario.
Pitch on the way. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
Well, we're all hearing his name in the Cy Young Award discussion at this point in the season. It's pretty hard to argue against it when you watch him dominate a guy on 3 pitches and send him packing without much problem.
Standing in now, Jimmy Ibarra. As he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. He'll start play with that average down in the low 230s. 3 homers and 16 RBIs. Behind 0-2 now. And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away.
Good heater to strike him out there, and he looks absolutely locked in to start this inning. That's back-to-back punch-outs on only 6 pitches.
In now, Bobby Mettler.
The pitcher,
As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one.
Oh, man, he's got a chance to strike out the side on 9 pitches. 7 down, 2 to go.
The White Sox are still looking to break into the hit column here. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now.
And there's number 8, 1 away.
Got him swinging on the splitter that time, and with that, the side is retired. So add one more name to the record book here as he strikes out the side on 9 pitches. We've played 2.5, no score on the show.
We're back now as the Nationals ready to bat in the 3rd inning, and as they do, it's a good time to discuss their offense, which has been a real source of pride for this club. They're currently near the top of the league in team batting average, so more often than not, they're going to give opposing pitchers a tough matchup. One player told me before the game they have a solid group of guys in this lineup, but that they also owe a lot of credit to the coaching staff for working tirelessly with them every day to get them ready and keep improving.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Amuri Garcia. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, big-time K last time up, and it's been a tough series for him so far. You can tell he's just not seeing the ball off this team. Let's see if he can make an adjustment right here.
Changes up on him if that's in the dirt for a ball. Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
1-2 now as that's in there at the knees. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Boy, it's been a rough go through these middle innings so far. This offense right now really doesn't have an answer for anything that he's throwing. He's attacking up, down, in and out in the strike zone. He's been awfully dominant up to this point.
Now at the plate, Richard Plummer. He got on top of one and was a ground down victim last time. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one. Good slider there, gets a swing and miss.
Hey guys, that's just a nasty pitch right there. I can't tell you how many nightmares I've had about nasty sliders, and that's exactly what that was right there.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. The 0-2 once more. And now he'll foul this one off as well to fall behind here. No balls and 2 strikes. Inside as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
Pretty impressive back-to-back strikeouts to start the inning. What's even more important is now he gets to face the middle of the order without anybody on base for them to drive in.
Now batting, shortstop, Billy Newhouser.
Stepping in now, Billy Newhouser, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Got him out at his front foot. It's 0-2. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Normally not a good pitching plan to throw the same hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row.
Threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. And now here's the cleanup hitter for the White Sox, Stephen Melton. He'll start things out as we begin the fifth.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. If they want to get things going, how about trying to get some base runners on or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
The windup and the 0-1. Heading out toward shallow right. Barrett on the move. And he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. So still nothing against him on the scoreboard here in the fifth as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA. And we find that this pitching staff currently leads the NL in that department. Digging in now, Bartolo Valdez. He'll swing it from the left side right here. First delivery to him on the way. Right side, but it's well foul. Well, now that we're midway through this one, it's safe to say that runs have been at a premium, and both starters, doing it in different ways, have turned in excellent performances.
Dan, you could speak to this. Obviously, two different ways to skin a cat. One's a finesse guy working all four quadrants, keeping guys off balance. The other a flamethrower coming right at you.
Yeah, it's been a story of like two different styles of pitches, but both getting the same thing. Both throwing strikes early, keeping the ball down in the zone. As you touched on it, there's more than one way to get around through a lineup, and we've seen one guy with power and one guy do it with more skill and finesse.
Now to the plate, Woody McClellan.
Chicago.
First pitch on its way.
Woody McClellan.
This ball will be chopped foul. No runs, no hits, and no errors so far for the White Sox. Hold strike 0-2.
There seem to be different philosophies on it. So, Dan, what was your approach in 0-2 counts?
My philosophy is this. I think the last thing you want to do is throw non-competitive.
Swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Down in order go the White Sox. Halfway home, still no score. Ready for another chance. Number 37 comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch of the at bat. Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at bat. It's 0-1.
We're moving along in this one, heading into the middle innings. This guy continuing to pitch well, and one of the reasons why, first pitch strike ratio over 70% up to this point in this game.
Pitch out, nothing doing. He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. And he fans on the barehanded attempt, so that ought to be scored as a bunt single. The 1-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Nobody out, runner on first. Sharp ground ball to third. The second for one, on to first, so they let him swing with 2 strikes, and it'll cost him as it's a double play. So coming to the plate, Michael Rosario.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
You know, when a guy starts to get tired, you often see their breaking stuff start to flatten out, but that's not the case here. Still has really nice finish on that slider, as we just saw.
Fouled off. Here's another 0-2. And he's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ball game.
That's his second strikeout of the game. I wouldn't be surprised if a coach finds him in the dugout and gives him a little talk about shortening up and putting the ball in play. Good things tend to happen when you do that in these kinds of conditions.
Now in the box, Jimmy Ibarra.
Number 13.
Pitch on the way.
Jimmy Ibarra.
And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. Oh, and a fine play there as he ranges back to put this one away. Not an easy play by any means, and there are two gone. At the plate, Avi Mettler.
The pitcher, number 44.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Mettler.
A ball and no strikes. A 1-ball, 1-strike count to the White Sox pitcher. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Moving under it, Barrett. And that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox. And this is still a 0-0 ball game. Ready for another shot now. Murray Garcia. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. And he fouls this one off. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. And he strikes him out here. So that's out number 1 here in the 7th as he continues to keep him out of the hit column. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his 3rd tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out. A strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
Now batting, third baseman.
Into the box now, Richard Plummer. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. The windup and the 0-1. Right.
1-1-1.
Barger fields it cleanly, and he'll step on first himself for the out. Ready once again, Billy Newhouser, and he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. And he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like everyone.
And he struck him out to retire the side, so he's through 7 complete, still working on a masterpiece. 7 perfect innings as he begins to close in now. We'll move on now to the bottom half of the 7th. Get up and stretch, and we still have no score. So here's the cleanup hitter, Stephen Melton. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
The 1-1. Now a flare out to left center. Soto coming on. Base hit. And the perfect game comes to an end here in the 8th. So he makes it through 7 innings. But they finally get to him for their first hit of the ball game here in inning number 8.
Yeah, Matty B, and that just goes to show you how hard it is to pitch a no-no. Gets through 21 consecutive outs without getting up a hit, D-Row, but that wasn't the case here to start off the 8th.
Yeah, so much has to go into it. You need to be a little lucky, and you need to be a little good right there. Flip the script on the offensive standpoint. They've stayed with their approach, haven't come out of it, and hopefully this gets them jump-started.
Here's the 0-1 pitch, and this will be fouled away. The 0-2 pitch. Got it. And that's number 15 for the ball game. One gone here in the 8th as we check our line score to this point. And boy, you can see the story of the game right there in the hit column. Just one hit allowed through 7 1/3. He has been awfully tough to solve. Digging in once again, Woody McClelland. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike.
This is the situation where there's a lot of pressure on the infielders if the ball's put in play on the ground. Both the guy at first and at the plate are burners, so a double play is going to be tough. Even getting one out could be a challenge.
And it's fouled away.
Little guessing game going on right now. Being late on that fastball after the change. He had to be sitting off speed right there.
Struck him out. Strikeout number 16 thus far, as he's had a whale of a ball game.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there. That's the 4th time he struck out, and we're only in the 2nd game of this series.
Stepping into the box, Michael Rosario.
Second baseman, Michael
from the stretch.
Rosario.
Right there for strike 1. Ready with the 0-1. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. The pause and the 0-2 and another one. Strikeout number 17 in the ball game as he keeps racking them up. A man left for the White Sox. We are still scoreless. Joe Williams is up off the bench as he will pinch hit here in the bottom of the 8th in a tie ball game.
Williams.
Solid starting pitching performance, kept the opposition at bay, and as a result, he's our top player of the game.
Well, you know he wants that one pitch back that led to the lone hit, but it was pretty awesome watching him do his thing. He had guys off balance and flailing at the plate all game long, so he really was the story.
And that one run held up tonight, 1-0 the final. The Nationals came through when it mattered in the 9th on the way to the win. Jamie Cora earns the victory out of the bullpen, his 5th. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find